Since 1987, the amount of blood tests in Denmark has risen by 7% on a yearly basis. Blood tests are increasingly being used as a method of diagnosing diseases. This year, the amount of annual blood samples has reached 10 million. Following these figures, we can expect to have 20 million blood samples taken in the year 2017. Blood testing causes an increasing strain on hospital personnel because of the manual workload and the stress of dealing with sometimes difficult patients, such as children or people with strong aversions to needles or blood. Through modern advancements, like robotics, in the medical industry, we can see complex tasks being performed by robots, but in a future scenario, we'll likely see simpler tasks being taken over. The idea of having robotics take over manual, repetitive tasks like blood sampling is a likely possibility. Kolding Design School is developing new ideas which will make future blood testing more efficient and less stressful on hospital personnel. By using new technologies and innovative thinking, the team has engaged on a project which will make manual blood testing a thing of the past. There are many factors which will make this a difficult task, technically, but also psychologically. Fear of either blood or needles comes to mind instantly. Would you rather have a machine take your blood? To gain knowledge on the subject of blood sampling, the design team took a field trip to the Kolding Hospital. There, the team studied the work environment where blood testing takes place, as well as blood sampling in practice. At the Odense Technicum, the engineering students presented the field research they had done on the subject. The design team was shown technology used to locate veins and how robotics could work in taking blood samples. To gain further insight on the psychological aspect of blood testing, we decided to illustrate a fear scenario on how the robot was not supposed to look. This model would remain a constant symbol of dread throughout the whole project. The design team decided that the most effective way of treating people's fear of having blood tests done is by alleviating some of the stress factors during the actual procedure. The team came up with the following solution: to create a comfortable, relaxed position for the patient, remove the stress of seeing the needle entering the arm and the blood being drawn. Stimulate the arm through some sort of body sensation to draw attention away from the eventual discomfort. With that in mind, the design team came up with an ergonomic sculpture which would create a soothing and stress-reduced environment for the patient, where the actual procedure is hidden from the patient's eyesight. The shape would generate heat to create a warm feeling to produce a better blood flow in the patient. The idea generated from placing a cup of warm coffee on the inside of the arm. The one-piece ergonomic shell easily comes off and can be wiped with a disinfectant. This makes it a very hygienic solution. Blood taking with the Dolphin. This is Lars, and he's about to have a blood test done. He sits in a chair next to the Dolphin, a blood testing device which will be produced in the not-so-distant future. The Dolphin is ergonomically shaped, and Lars can place his arm in a relaxed position in the device. His arm is now comfortably fixed into the device without locking the arm. Lars notices that the Dolphin is nice and warm. The chamber in the Dolphin contains the needed robotics to perform the blood test, infrared camera to locate veins, needles and vacuumators, and Band-Aid tube. The Dolphin now proceeds taking blood through the opening in the device's base. First, the vein is located with an infrared camera, then the needle is inserted precisely at a 15-degree angle. Lars feels a small pinprick when the needle goes in, but doesn't feel any real discomfort. Vacuumators are now being filled and stored, then sent downwards in the Dolphin's lower cabinet. The needle is retracted and a liquid Band-Aid is applied. Lars is now free to leave. The actual blood-taking procedure takes about 15 seconds. With the Dolphin product, we have tried to transform blood testing into the most trustworthy and pleasant experience possible. Ideally, machines like the Dolphin will take care of 90% of the blood testing in hospitals. And as time goes by, people will begin to associate blood testing with machines like the Dolphin.